Yeah. Okay, so it's recording. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All good? So you were saying that you're in Washington, so you live in Washington?
Yes, I live in Washington State. It's the evergreen state. Very rains a lot.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
And how was your week?
Since it's Sunday, the week is just starting. I went to work. I work from Sunday to Thursday.
Okay.
So yeah, so it wasn't too busy. It wasn't too bad. It's pretty good. So I just left work and I rushed here to get into the meeting to be
Ah,
on
good.
time.
And what's your work?
I work in a developmentally disabled agency, but I'm a
Yes.
trainer. I train the new hires,
Yes.
and I also work with I also go to the apartments to do quality assurance, just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So that's kind of my job.
All good, all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm assuming that you also want to become a coach, and that's why you enroll in Authentic Education.
Yes, coaching is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, to be honest.
Okay.
When I came to this country, you were talking about immigrants, and it makes so much perfect sense to me because
Hmm.
not being able to do what I had graduated for, it wasn't exciting, and then I had to start from zero. But it's okay. So 1 year, 2 years down the line, I was ready to be a coach, 2016, and I did health coaching, but I wasn't able to get started just because. I could not, I don't know. I think when it comes to coaching and when they tell us that it needs to be someone, the person you were before, it's you before, and you try to
Yes.
help people who are like you, I could not relate to that because I did not have a health condition that I could relate to. And I was really struggling. I was thinking about weight loss, digestive health, and I'm like, I don't have those issues. How am I going to help people? It
Yeah.
was so hard. And so I did not do much with it. And it's still in the back of my mind, me wanting to do that. And so I tried a few things here and there. But eventually last year, you know, a couple years ago, when my son became an addict, that was what I thought maybe that's something I might help mothers with. But I wasn't in a position to do that.
Hmm.
But last year I met Tony Robbins and they had this program
Ah,
for
yes, I know. I actually did the AI last week.
you did?
Yes,
I'm watching it right now. I didn't make it because I was so busy doing other things. I'm watching
I
it right
was really good. Yeah, because
really.
I have been, yeah, I was, we also did Graciosi.
Yes, Dean Graciosi,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah, really good, really. Yeah, and I've done the Unleash the Power Within. I mean, Tony Robbins is just the best.
Yeah. So I got their system, which is called the business, what do they call it? MBS, Mastermind Business System.
Uh-huh.
So this
Yes.
system is supposed to be where you choose what you want to do, be. I want to be a coach or a whatever, and then
Yes.
they just have these tools to help you create the program that you want, the emails and everything. And that's what I did. So,
Okay.
between work, I was doing that, setting that up. And then I started because now I had decided I'm going to work with mothers of addicts. Because even them, they tell us, Dean always says, if you're going to be a coach, it was you some years back,
Ah,
some
so
days back already.
your niche is you.
My niche is me, and my
Uh-huh.
niche is my son, a mother with an addicted son. That is it. People ask me why not a daughter, and I'm like, because I only have a son.
Yes.
That's
And
what
how
I know.
old is your son?
He's now 27. He's
Okay.
recovered. He's fine. So
Okay.
anyway, so that's what I did, and I started creating that program. And then the beginning of 2025, that's when I started now reaching out to people on Facebook. The hardest thing in my life. I'm not good with videos. And so I was doing a lot of content and I was having a lot of people responding to the content, but I had a struggle transferring them into clients.
Uh-huh.
So I struggled with that. And then I saw Cham's video when he was saying, is really doing Facebook the best use of your time? That really hit me hard because I'm like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
spending all this time creating content. I'm not getting traction. And he did say that you might do that and get one or two clients here and there, but is it really worth that time? And that's when I was like, yeah, really, I need to get into something that's helping me move a little bit faster. And that's how I got into authentic education. I didn't join
Uh-huh.
immediately, but when Cham shared, because I was now only in one WhatsApp group of his, then he invited us to the accelerated coaching program.
Uh-huh.
And I joined that, and that's when I was like, okay, now let me learn about coaching. And so it's been very helpful. It has helped me realize that there are so many tools, there are so many tactics. Of course, I've talked to mothers who I was trying to help for free, pro bono. And because when we were told to practice, I reached out to them and we were practicing with them, and they were telling me how, although I didn't think I was doing much, how helpful it had been during that time.
Uh-huh.
And and they're sharing feedback. In fact, I was saying I need to reach out to them to give me a testimonial, three of those ladies, because I reached out to them and they were like, wow, you really helped me. I'm able to help my son now. I'm loving myself more. I'm spending time on myself more. And he's doing
Yes.
great. He's doing great. I'm not reacting. I'm not trying to fix him and all that stuff. And I'm so humbled by all that, without being an experienced coach or anything, without the tools that I have now. And so I love that fact. So right now I'm just working on honestly I set up my my Facebook ads, because that's one of the things that Cham teaches. He teaches 7 ways to market your business. And
Uh-huh.
so Facebook ads was one of the ones that resonated with me because it looks like it's gonna cost money, but it's gonna be faster. But last week, as I got a message. That message seemed to have come from Meta Business. And that
Yes.
message, we want to give you a free badge. You know how they have the verified badge? And I clicked on that link and my account was lost.
No,
Yes.
you're kidding.
Yes, I lost my account. I almost died. Like Wednesday last week was the worst
So
day of my
so
life.
wait a second. You were on Facebook, you
I was
received,
hacked. Yeah.
yeah, you were hacked because you click on this message.
I clicked and I shared my information, because now they ask you, okay, now they give you a list of, your name, your address, your all
Uh-huh.
that stuff. Yeah.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
So does that mean that you lost the money that you have paid for running the ads on Facebook?
Not the money. I had lost my Facebook profile and
Ah,
page.
no, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Yes,
And I was so mad. I mean,
because now you cannot access again.
I could not access it. I could not even send those messages that I didn't want to send anymore. I'm like, I don't even have access to my clients anymore. Like, even if
Yeah,
I wanted
so
to do a
so
free session,
you're
yeah,
still the ads are still running because you already
no,
paid for that. No?
no, they stop it immediately. Everything stops. I
Okay, okay,
can't
okay.
post, I can't share a message, I can't receive a message, and I can't do any ads. Nothing.
Ah, no. And yeah, the thing is that you couldn't even contact the clients that
No,
I mean, gather with those ads that were running because you cannot send messages anymore.
no.
So you have to
But
create a new Facebook account now.
no, I thank God, because on Friday it didn't take long, because they had told me it's going to take 30 days.
Yes.
And so I decided, let me sign up for Meta, and maybe being a Meta, having the badge is going to help me, because I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know who can. Facebook doesn't have a support community. It doesn't. You can't
Yeah.
send a message. You can't send anything. You just have to go to help and get the information. You can't reach out to
Yes.
anybody. And I understand them, because they have, I don't know, 7 billion people to help. And
Yes.
so when they sent me a message on Friday, I didn't see it, because Friday is usually my day off, and Saturday, because I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, I go to church on Saturday. Now, yesterday evening is when I went to Facebook and I saw, oh, it looks like I can post. So I put some words on my whatever post and I clicked post, and it's actually posted. And I'm like, oh, they pulled the restriction. Because that person, I don't know why those
Yes.
people do that. They steal your page, and then they start posting bad things like child slave, I don't know, child pornography,
Yes.
on
Ah, and
stuff like that.
perhaps they actually use your account
Yes,
to get inside other accounts and write
yes,
comments. Uh-huh.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. And
from your account.
that's why I was restricted. So when Facebook sees that, it just shuts you down.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
They even changed my birth date to 1922, and I can't change it back.
Okay.
So it was a crazy week last week. But I today I came and I was
Well,
wanted to.
I have to say that I'm glad you're laughing about it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you have taken it, I mean, with a
Yes.
good spirit. That's good.
Yes, I did. I did. I was so mad that day, and then I was like, you know what? I don't know what God's plan is. I'm just gonna trust that it's a good plan, whatever it is. I'm just gonna trust. And sure enough, when I checked Facebook, it was back. So, but the only problem is I cannot continue the ad. I have to go back and review what Cham had taught me to see where it went wrong because they stopped the ads and they told me there are things that
Yes.
I need to fix. I don't know what I'm supposed to fix because I was just following instructions. You know how some following what a video so you don't have it memorized.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
following what Cham was saying. Click here, I was clicking here. Do this, I was doing this. So I don't have it memorized. And now when they tell me I need to fix something, I'm like, I don't want to fix anything because I'm gonna mess it up.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go through the whole video again and just follow and see if it's
And this
uh
is from the course about marketing that Cham does.
yeah, digital marketing made easy.
Ah, digital marketing made easy. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, he has that and he has all sorts of ways you can market your business. But I thought Facebook ads would be the most convenient for me. It's costly, but I don't know. I'm just tired of reaching out to people. I want them not to reach out to me.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes, yes,
that's where
yes.
I am. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. And I was supposed to be on confidence on camera today, but I thought I would get on here and just practice coaching. I haven't practiced much coaching in the last week or two. So
And are you doing reciprocate coaching with other coaches from Authentic Education?
I haven't done, I don't know. I think it's because most people are from Australia. So because I'm from the US, they usually
Yes.
don't, it doesn't work very well. The people that I've reached out to usually don't have the kind of availability that I have. So for one,
Uh-huh.
I'm not working in the morning, and of course, I think they are sleeping at that time. So this is the hours that I would coach with them. But for some reason, they prefer to work with people in Australia or ICE or
And
wherever.
do you also want to take the exam for the ICF?
Eventually, yes.
So you need to get the 100 hours.
Yes, I do.
And how many hours do you have now?
I've done that.
So you didn't even start your logging.
No, I haven't started logging just because I don't know. I've been doing coaching, but I don't feel like I've been doing coaching, and I don't feel like it's time to log yet. I don't know.
Ah, we
I
could do
don't know.
reciprocate coaching if you want.
Yeah, that's something because
Yeah, because
before we
at this, yeah, actually, you should start your logging today with this session because this
yeah,
session it's 1 hour.
it's this session and the one that we did, I have it and I plan to log it, but I need to log
Do
this
you
as
have the
well.
template?
I know it's somewhere. I just need to find it. I need to find the
I can
template.
post it here in the chat if you want
Yes,
because
please.
yes.
Yeah,
I have been
I know
telling
I have.
everyone this is like the fifth time that I'm saying it's like my session is going to be the first one that you put in your log
Yeah, I keep saying I need to do that. But before we were so keen on doing, I don't know, did you do the accelerated coaching program?
twice. The first time
So
the first time in May and the second time I think it was in August,
in
July or
August. Yeah,
August.
yeah,
Yeah,
August. So I did it in August
August.
and we were so
Uh-huh.
focused on doing that kind of coaching. And that coaching
Yes,
wasn't for logging in because it was just reading in there and just practicing. I didn't feel a need to do that. In fact, someone told me that I can help them do testimonials, and I'm like, that was just something we were reading off. It's not like we did a constant 8 weeks program where I got
yes,
results. It's something we were
yes,
practicing
yes,
once,
yes.
and then I practiced with somebody else. So one session wasn't enough to give me the results for me to give a testimonial. So
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yeah, I can't do a testimonial unless I have something genuine to say. But yeah, that's what I was focused on. I haven't done much traditional coaching, but it's what I intend to do.
Yes, I think I mean, it's good at this stage, even if you don't have a specific date for the exam, it's good just to start doing your
Logging.
logging
Yeah.
for the hours. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
at least you could have that there and then you can just, I mean, forget about it. You don't have to worry about it. This
Yeah.
one's filled out, so let me see. I have to give you a clean one because this one, but I know where to
How
keep.
many hours do you have?
80.
Oh, that's awesome. You're almost there.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, because I started, I mean, as soon as they, and as I said, I have done the ACC twice. So actually, the
Right.
reason
Yeah.
why I did it in August is because I could use those practice
Mm,
hours during the
for
ACC for my
logging.
login. Uh-huh.
Ah, okay.
And I
Yeah.
thought, well, this is just the easiest way. And then so at this stage, I have two coaches, Stuart and Carrie, that I'm working with the 8-week breakthrough program. So we're doing the
Mhm.
reciprocate coaching specifically about uh, the 8-week
80.
breakthrough program.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the first time I was doing the reciprocate coaching, it was just with random techniques.
Okay. Yeah. That's what we were doing. Yeah.
But now with Stuart and Carrie, I'm doing the whole program. So
Oh, you started from there. Wow. That's amazing.
I think that's better because it's, I
Yeah.
mean, instead of going to the process of asking a person, I mean, would you like to do the reciprocate coaching? I mean, once you set up the commitment, because I've tried with them like friends and colleagues, and I think that they don't take it seriously. So for the practice hours, that didn't work for me.
So the best ones are the coaches themselves.
Yes, because when you're doing reciprocate coaching, I mean, you are, I mean, saying yes because you're also interested in your hours. It's not only because you're giving a favor for the person, but you're also interested in the reciprocate aspect of the reciprocate coaching because you know that you also get 1 hour for your logging.
Yeah.
So there's that commitment. And yeah, and I was feeling that with the free sessions for friends and colleagues, I was like, no, they're not taking this seriously. I mean, it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't able to log in the friends and family because, yeah, they are not serious.
Yeah, so give me just 1 second so I can get the template.
Yeah.
Because it's for graduates, it's here,
Okay. Let me
and
grab
then
some water.
okay, look template. Mhm. No, coaching log template. Mhm.
Or if you can't find it, I think I can look for
No,
it.
no, no. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay. Sure, it's somewhere. I probably have it somewhere. I had seen it.
Yes. Uh-huh. So download, and then if I go to the here is in downloads template. There it is. Yeah, it's in
Okay.
the chat.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to save it somewhere where I'll find it quick enough.
So
Okay.
if you open it, you'll see that you have to write the name. For the
Yeah.
contact information, you can choose to write down the email or the phone number. So you already have my phone number, so you could write down my phone number. For this session, this is an individual session.
Hmm.
You don't need to write the number in the group. Then for the start day, you can use today's. This is considered to be a paid hour. So when you're
Yeah.
doing reciprocate coaching, is considered to be a paid hour. So it's
Yeah.
1 hour.
Oh, actually, I found mine. I have 2 hours. I think I
Good,
started it, then I stopped. Yeah, I found it
good,
2 hours.
because I mean I think the best thing to do is just to start writing down, because then
Yeah.
if you make the decision of having a specific day for the exam, it's like, what about all the hours that I've done? It's
Yeah.
going to be hard to contact those people.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
have to. I have to continue doing it because yeah, I'm not in a hurry to do the ICF yet, but I will eventually do it.
In the future, I could also give you the information of the. Are you in the WhatsApp group for the study group for the ICF?
Study group?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I'll send you that in. Let me write down.
There's a study group? I didn't know that.
Yes, there's a study group. So it was. So you said you did the ACC in August.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. So right after at the end of the ACC, they were these two coaches, Wendy and Rachiv, that during the breakout room started talking about sessions to support each other so we could study for this. And they have found templates with like what's covered on the exam, how long the exam is, and also like practice sessions, like websites with the questions, and I'll send you that.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, because I mean it's good to be surrounded by people that are also thinking about reaching this same goal, because otherwise you just forget about it, because you always have commitments in life. I mean, we all have to work, we all have
Right.
things to do. And
Yeah.
if we don't find like a community that could allow us to uh, see that this
Mm,
is possible, we just forget about it.
that's true. And coaching, Ben said so many times, you need to practice, you need to practice. And I've had a hard time getting people to, I don't know, people in the US, I know we created a group, but we haven't really communicated much with them. Um,
Yes,
but but I think right now, because again, we also had a lot of things going on. One week there is this training, then the next is this training, then the next is this training. There was a lot of trainings that was going on, and it was crazy because I had to cancel so many of them. But right now they have slowed down. So
yes,
and my plan was that what I'm gonna do when I set up my Facebook ad
yes.
account, as I'm trying to get clients, I'll go back to practicing with the people that my coaches, other coaches, because when I don't have anything to do, because I don't want to, I've been just doing all the setting up for the last few months, so that's already set up. So I will have more time. Now when I set up the Facebook, I'll have more time to coach, even with other coaches. And so that's
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put that into consideration. Because again, when you're getting clients from Facebook, it's not like every day you're going to get someone. I got two people last week, and the first one canceled. She actually sent a message and canceled. The third one had booked on that day when the Facebook shut down. So I don't know. We were not able to communicate.
Okay. So
That's
you
extreme.
lost them pretty much.
Yes. So I lost one person. One of them just canceled, and I can understand because when I the times I've talked with mothers of addicted sons, they are the most saddest mothers you've ever seen. And so they have a very hard time being brave enough to talk about what's been going on.
Yes.
They blame themselves too much. So I wasn't surprised when she canceled last minute. She canceled like 20 minutes before the session. No reason. She just said, I can't make it today. That's it.
Yes, but I think it's beautiful that you want to help the ones that needs the help. Because
Yes.
I mean, yes, I do resonate with that idea, because the ones that need a lot of support actually have the hardest time finding that support,
Yeah. They
because
don't have it.
everything is expensive. I mean, to go to a
Hmm.
doctor, to pay an appointment with a psychologist, with I mean, any health provider, it's always expensive. Well, particularly in the United States, I mean, everything is expensive in the United States, and
Hmm.
they are the ones that actually need it the most. And because of the addiction, most likely they don't have the money to pay for health providers.
They don't. They don't. And it's usually something that has happened for so long that they've used a lot of resources and they're out.
Yes.
They're out.
Uh-huh.
And they don't know what to do. And then they go to these Al-Anon meetings where they tell them, just kick out the boy, just throw him out. It's about you now, forget about him, just throw him out. And I'm going like,
Yeah, that's not the solution.
you can't just throw out your child.
Yes, no,
He
no,
might be
it's not
giving
the
you a hard
solution.
time, but let's find a way to work together and bring him back home. So,
Yes.
because it's a hard thing to do. You can't just throw out your child. So they're having that struggle. And so I can understand the fact that they might not want to sign up immediately, and it's because I've spent a lot of time chatting with them. I'm in 100 groups. Like I got tired of posting in those groups because my content was doing well. But you see now, and that's the problem with Facebook. Facebook doesn't want you to friend people and send them messages unless you're
Uh,
paying. It doesn't.
uh-huh.
So in the old days, they would tell you friend those people and send them messages. Friends, if Facebook wouldn't allow that. First, it won't allow you to be friends because they're like you don't have anything in common, so you cannot be
Yes.
friends. Then you send a message, they don't see it. It goes to a folder.
Uh-huh.
So it's a waste of time. And I was like, I'm not gonna waste time just reaching out. I'm sharing content, but I can't have these people in there. So I stopped sharing the content because I can't have them in my space. Yes, I can help them where they are, but how can I help them a little bit more? I want them in my
Yes.
space. So it was a huge challenge, and it was a learning experience where I was like, you know what?
And
At least I've
I'm
done
gonna
this right.
I'm gonna ask you something, and this is something that I've learned from a program here in Australia. So
Mhm,
the Australian government has a program for um small business owners, so
mhm,
20 employees or less, and this is free training provided by the government. So
mhm,
in one of these trainings that I attended, they talk about the 22 contact theory between the client and the business owner. Have you heard about that?
no.
So they say that apparently when you run an ad on Facebook, so this is the first contact you're going to make with your client. So your client for the first time is going to know that you live on planet Earth. So they're going
Right.
to see this ad that is showing up in their social media, and they're going to say,
Mhm,
"Oh, this is a lady that's running, I mean, a workshop, or it's coaching mothers that want to help their kids with their addictive problems." So this is going
mhm,
to be the first time. But
right.
then that client needs 22 clicks before
Mhm,
making a payment. So
mhm,
what that means is that when a client receives the ads from Facebook for the first time, he needs 22 opportunities to get to know you. So he will go to your social media account. So, for example, you were
mhm.
saying about content. So,
Right.
content you were right when you were saying that content is not going to help you to get a paying client straight away, but it is
Mhm.
helping you for that process of the
Oh
22
yeah,
clicks,
absolutely.
because
Yeah.
after the ad, this client is going to see, oh, let me read what's the content that this lady
Yeah.
has. So
Hmm.
so at that time that you have been spending creating that content is good,
Yeah.
because now your clients have something to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And I was so sad because when I was setting the whatever, I have so many problems with Facebook. I lost my previous page. So I had to create another page. Yeah. I had over 1,000 followers on that page. Now I have 62 because I had to create a new one. But yeah, I had created a lot of content in that page. And that's what they look at. They go to the content. So of course I'll continue adding content into my page and on my Facebook profile, but not as for my money. So I'm not too obsessed with it. So it's not because I want it to be my source of income, but it's so that I
Yes.
can have credibility. When people look at my
Exactly.
page
Exactly.
for
Uh-huh. The
credibility. Yeah,
credibility. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, for sure, for people have to, they have to know and then they can trust you. So the process for me is they do the Facebook, then Cham had suggested we should use the Facebook form. So the Facebook form, I have like two questions. Are you a mom of a son? How long has he been in addiction? They answer that. And then I tell them, okay, now they need to click on to come to my website. So they come to my website and I have a video there. I have a video and then I have a bit of content. And then I'm like, okay, now can you book your free call? 1 hour call. And so then they can book that. So they have clicked several times. If they have gone to my website, they can check that. If they have gone to my profile, they can check that as well. And then when we talk, I hopefully when they got on that call, then it's going to obviously be a Zoom call. I believe I don't want to do a phone call for the first time. I want it to
Mhm.
be a Zoom call where they can actually see me and we can have
Okay.
that conversation for that 1 hour and then they can decide if they want to sign up. So that's the
Good, good,
process.
good. And
Yeah.
we're almost in the middle of the session, but I would like to ask you if there's something in particular that you would like to talk about with me.
I think we've talked about so many things. I'm done with talking. So I
That's
don't
what I'm
have,
asking. If there's something
yeah.
specific that you need to work on.
So the only thing I'm working on right now, since it's just going back to the Facebook ads, um, when it comes to my business, uh, and of course, eventually, um, especially logging the hours. Oh boy, I need to be doing the coaching. It's coaching, more coaching. That's really what I want to do,
Okay.
more
So
coaching.
could that be working on your coaching skills?
Yes, for my coaching skills, yes.
Okay. So you want the coaching skills and you also want the marketing skills for the Facebook ads, or you're fine with the Facebook ads?
I'm fine with the Facebook ad. I have an expert
Okay.
I'm following an expert, so I'm pretty good with that. I'm only concerned now about when they come in, how do I coach them and the practice that I need to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you're mentioning the coaching skills, and if you're saying that what I'm understanding is that you're fine with the Facebook ads, it's just that
Mhm.
you need to take action about that. I mean, you already know
Yes.
what to do, but you just have to do it. Is that correct?
Facebook ads, right now they're not a bit of a because what I need to do, what happened is Facebook, of course, shut down everything. So the ads are still on hold. Now I have to go back to Charm and follow what he had taught me initially and see
Okay.
where I went wrong, what it is that they have stopped, because I don't want to click on things that I don't know. Because that's what I did the
Okay.
first time. I clicked on something I didn't know and I lost my page. I was following him. I clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. Lost my
Okay.
page, just that. So I don't want that to happen. So I want to go back, listen to him. I'm not concerned about that. It's just a matter of after this training, that's what I'm going to do. That's in my schedule. I'm going to go through that video and do that, have that fixed, have the Facebook ads running. My issue is with the coaching practice. I need to work um, on the skills of coaching. I really do. Because I want
Okay.
to, as much as we have the dynamic coaching and the traditional coaching. I like the dynamic, but there are some things that I'm not comfortable doing. So I'm as a Christian, I don't know, as a Christian, I'm not comfortable doing the closed eye techniques because
Uh-huh.
someone
Okay.
did ask, like, is that hypnosis? Hypnosis not something that I believe in. And so I don't want any to confuse any person that I'm saying I'm a Christian and I'm teaching, I'm doing Christian coaching, and yet I'm doing something that they're wondering, is that hypnosis? I don't
Um,
want to be
but
confused.
I would like to ask you something. When
Mhm.
you say the close eye techniques, do you only mean the closing of the eyes itself, or do you also mean the content of the script? for the close eye techniques?
Most of it is also the content. When you say, for me, getting out of your body, floating in the air, shadows, and when I check that, it comes from Eastern spiritualism, those
Yes.
stuff. And so I'm like, as much as Ben has told us it's more with science and the brain and all that, how do you, in all good conscience, tell someone that when I'm feeling like, yeah, actually it has a bit of Eastern, whatever you need. And it's the same thing with meditation. I could not do meditation where I'm just sitting there and just breathing. I do scripture meditation. I read a scripture and I meditate on it. I'm asking myself questions. What is it saying? What is this word saying? And then
Hmm.
I look for the answer. So that's how because I want to do something that's actually helping my brain process something. So I've used some of that, but I can't figure out how I can use the closed eye technique without adding all those things, especially the universal freedom technique and the
Reversal
soul,
freedom technique.
yeah, and the soul retrieval. Those two,
Yes.
especially those, because they have a lot of shadows, a lot of things that come in. And so I'm very happy to hear that we can combine, the way Bronwyn says, you can just do traditional coaching with a bit of dynamic without having to do the whole of dynamic. I'm good with that. And that's what I would like to practice.
Okay. And so now I'm gonna ask you something.
Hmm.
You mentioned that you have a website, and you
Hmm.
mentioned that in your website you have a video describing your business. Is that correct?
Hmm. Yeah, it's
And
not
then
really a website, it's a landing page. I don't have a website
a
really.
landing page. Okay. So do you have the product advertised on that landing
Yes.
page? And
In that,
what's your
oh,
product?
in that product, we are calling it Resilient Moms Rise. There, I'm
Yes.
just inviting them for a call and I'm telling them the benefits of a call. I'm telling them, how like a mother of an addict, the things that you go through. And I would like us to have a session because we want to get clarity on what is the priority in this scenario. Where do you
But
need to start?
do you have a program, for example, that is 6 weeks long or 8 weeks long?
Yes, yes, I have
So how
set that
long
up.
is it?
I have it for 8 weeks. So
Eight
for
weeks.
first, yes.
So your product
Hmm.
is a program that is 8 weeks long, and
Hmm.
you have sessions 1 hour long per
Hmm.
week.
Right.
And you're telling me that you don't like the script because you don't like some of the close eye techniques. So
Right.
my next question is, for
Mhm.
this offer that you have that is 8 weeks long, have you done a separate script, or what's your plan?
So I don't have a separate script.
And do you have the structure for the 8 sessions?
So I have the structure,
Yeah.
but my plan is, and that's what I'm going to be working on next, having that because I already had a structure before. But when we went through
Yes.
the difference make
Difference
what is it
maker
called?
accelerator.
Yeah, difference maker accelerator program. We got through some points that we can use for our sessions, and I had that, and I have set that one up. But now I have to go and now look for what is in the ACC and combine those. So I haven't worked on that part where I'm like, okay, how can I put this together? Because I really like the idea of doing the why, the five whys, five times
The five
why.
times why. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like doing the linking of
Uh-huh.
track. I
The
love that.
the values track and
Values
the
track,
values track
linking.
linking. Uh-huh.
I love that. I love the guru technique.
Yes.
I love so there are so many that I know that I can incorporate into all that. Yeah. So it's going
Yes.
to be a mix. For me, I see it as a mix of client leading and sometimes coach leading. I suggest, okay, would you like us to do a technique?
Mm-hmm.
If we're going through the traditional coaching, and then I'm asking, would you like us to go through a technique, especially the five times why? I believe that's something that I would love to have, especially with mothers at the very beginning. So it's there in my mind. I haven't put it down in writing. It's there
So
in my mind.
the,
I haven't
this
put it in writing.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, this is one of the pending tasks that you have, because you
Right.
told me coaching
Yes.
skills,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook ads, that you said
Mm-hmm.
that you're going to just do it right after this session. Just go
Yeah.
back to the videos that Cham had explaining. And
Mm-hmm.
then for your for your program, perhaps to write down the script.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
in my case,
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to be able to provide coaching sessions both in English and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I have to do is actually to translate everything into Spanish because
Okay.
I do love the written script. I mean, for me, it's extremely convenient
Oh, yeah,
to
it
have
is. Absolutely.
everything in writing. I mean, just to open the screen of my computer and then just to be able to read it. And I also like the coaching journal. I have been, I mean, spending a lot of time into the coaching journal because I think it's very useful for the client to have like that physical written statement to go back and reflect after the
Right.
session
Mm-hmm.
because the session is quite short. I mean, a conversation that is 1 hour long, it's quite short. But
Very
then
short. Yeah.
the client um learns a lot and commits to the important achievement with the written journal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if you if you're saying that there are some techniques that you don't like, that means that that 8 week breakthrough program needs to be modified.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree.
So you need a personal script and you need a
Yes.
personal journal because you have to take
Yeah.
out those things that you don't
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
close eye techniques.
Yeah, and I was, I was thinking of, going to ChatGPT and just finding out how can I do it in a different way instead of having the
Ah,
closed eye
yes, of
technique and all
course.
that. Yeah, because ChatGPT, and that's what you learned in AI Advantage yesterday,
Uh-huh.
whatever,
Yes, yes.
where you've spent so much time on ChatGPT, so it knows you a little bit. It knows you, and I think there are some things which I haven't discovered yet. I need to discover, like how can it know me better? So if I share that on ChatGPT and I'm like, okay, how
Uh-huh.
can I use exactly this without having the Eastern aspect of it? And it's gonna help me because that's the one that helped me do with meditation. So I went to ChatGPT and asked so about the meditation. So where is it from? He's like, no, it's just something that they do, but it has a bit of Eastern spiritualism in it. And I'm like, okay, so what would I do as a Christian? It goes like he's telling you as an Adventist and all that. And since your course is more faith-based, then I would suggest you do scripture. And it's the one that suggested how I can do scripture. And so I can even share meditations, scripture meditations to my clients where they're
Yes.
just meditating through that and they're using scripture and there's music and they can just close their eyes and just listen to that. So it's given me this idea. So I guess it's not that complicated. I can just go to it and just ask, so how can I do this? Because Chat GPT, one thing I found out, if you give it clear instructions, don't change the content, don't check the context. I just want you to edit these areas. It does exactly that.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And so it would do that as well. And then I'm able to do the process, but it doesn't have the shadows and the things flying around.
Yes. And do you like the techniques that travel to the future? Like the ones that will say that you are 80 years old and you're having an interview. Do you like that? No,
That
you
is
don't
fine
like
with
it.
me. I like it. I like that one.
Okay.
Only the only part I don't like is getting out of your body. I could say when if you imagine you've flown
Ah,
up and
so
you're just
so
looking at
the
yourself.
part that you don't like it's when they say that you get out of your body and you see
Yes.
the time.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
those kind,
perhaps
it's those little things here and there. It's not the whole thing.
perhaps you don't actually take the whole technique out of the program.
No. No, I'm not.
You just need to modify the script.
Yeah, I need to modify the script
Uh-huh.
to where it
Because
fits, where someone doesn't go like, what did you just do? What are you telling me to do? Because I know Christians are very icky about things. And so,
Yes.
and I'm a Christian as well. And so I wouldn't, even when I was doing it myself, when I was doing it, I was like, this is not comfortable at all. Like from what I know, from what I believe, it's not comfortable. And then when I do my research, it made a little bit more sense because it's something from, and knowing Ben and his history and what he has said, it makes perfect sense. He was a healer.
Uh-huh.
He was a healer. So that would make sense for you to connect that with science. And it works. But how do I not do that? And use
Um,
God as the power of over this all this stuff, as everything else. So it's
Actually,
something I can definitely edit.
perhaps you could also include um quotes from the Bible.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Like if you
it's
do,
part of
yeah, like if you do the research, for example, you could say something like, we're staying in this room, so you're not telling the person to imagine that it's going outside of the body, but you're
Mhm.
starting by
Yeah.
saying that you're staying in this fixed room,
Hmm.
and then you could um use a versicle,
Hmm.
like you could just say like in versicle number, I don't know, 11, the book
Hmm.
third,
Hmm.
like, and then perhaps that, because I think for the way a Christian is used to the format of the mass,
Hmm.
you always have like a person that is reading a segment of the Bible, and then there's the discussion about that and how to
Yes.
apply that knowledge to our daily life. So perhaps
Right.
you could also apply that to your techniques. I mean, if you start by reading, if you do the research trying to link the outcome that you're expecting for a specific coaching technique,
Hmm.
you could
Hmm.
find this quote from the Bible, and that will give the mindset for the person.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, absolutely.
Because Christians love the specific
Hmm.
segments from the Bible, because that's how
Exactly.
the mass is run. I mean, you start by reading something from the Bible, and then the discussion is
Mm.
about it.
Yeah, it's explained. Yeah, so if you're not adding all that in and you're telling someone you're a faith-based coach, it's gonna throw them off. It's gonna throw me off. And so I wasn't very comfortable with that. But yeah, it's good that you've had this conversation because as much as I was thinking of just dumping it, but it's good that when you say that,
Yeah, because
I'm actually gonna edit
if
that.
you always think about what you're taking out, you have
Mm-hmm.
to think about what you're putting in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah.
you're taking out that aspect of
Mm-hmm.
the body going somewhere else, and you're
Mm-hmm.
putting in your Christian message that's going
Mm-hmm.
to frame the
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with imagining your future at 80. There's
Uh-huh.
nothing wrong with that. But do you have to get out of your body to imagine it? I don't think so. I can just see right here and just imagine myself at 80 and just write it down. But
Yeah, and a few minutes ago you were just saying that your niche is yourself.
yes, it's me. Yeah.
So this is the thing. I mean, if you already noticed that that was uncomfortable for you,
Hmm. Yeah.
you can imagine that it's going to be uncomfortable for your niche.
Yes, it's gonna be. It's gonna be for sure. Because I know how people respond to things. And they might not be staunch Christians, but the fact that something is feeling wrong, they won't have a lot of faith and trust in your coaching after that.
Yes.
I don't
Uh-huh.
want they need to have because I instill the importance of trust in God, trust in the higher power, which is God. And so if I'm using that, I'm not using the universe, I'm not using something vague, I'm using God, the creator of heaven and earth. So how again am I telling them that they're flying out of their body and they're doing all these things and yeah, it's not going to add up. So
And
this is
I'm
good
gonna
that we have this
and I'm
conversation.
gonna ask you something, because you were talking about the Facebook ads, and you
Hmm.
say that you had to go back to that video with the instructions from Cham, because he
Hmm.
was explaining everything.
Hmm.
When you set up the ads from Facebook, do you include this aspect of Christianity? I mean, are you
Yes, it's
telling
not,
okay.
yeah, I'm adding that. It's not like I'm putting scripture or preaching, but I'm saying I'm a faith-based recovery coach. And so I'm
Uh-huh.
like, yeah,
Okay.
so we'll use faith tools, we'll do this. So I'm letting them know that this is going to have some aspects of
And
faith.
when you describe, I know that you have to tick the boxes for the members of the community that are going to see your ad. So, for example, you
Mhm.
have to pick up if it's a male or a
Yeah,
female.
yeah,
You have to set up an age range.
you're
So,
right.
let's say like 35, 55.
Mhm.
Do you have the opportunity to tick the box of Christianity?
No, I'm not targeting Christians.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
just a
okay, okay.
faith-based Christian. I'm the faith-based person.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not
okay.
targeting Christians. I'm not eliminating anyone. Anyone who wants to come into my program and they are okay with scripture, that's fine. If they're not okay,
Got
that's
it.
still fine. They just know it's like coming into a church. Church people just walk in. It doesn't matter where you come from.
Yes.
So
Yes,
you don't
the
have to be,
the
oh, you
door
don't have to
doesn't
be,
say anything.
yeah, you have to be these people from this church. No, it's just a
Uh-huh.
door where you walk in. If you're walking into this church where it's a church, then just know there's going to be a sermon on God.
Yes.
So if you're walking into my coaching program, know that we are going to have that. But if you're not comfortable with it, just let me know, and then you can see if we are a fit or we're not going to work together or something like that.
Got it.
Because some people might not want anything to do with Christianity. They want help, but they don't want anything to do with it. We can see if we can work together or not. Because again, I don't want someone who's cussing on my on my when you're doing a coaching program because it's uncomfortable for me
Mm-hmm.
again. So
And
yeah.
so now I'm gonna ask you, can you explain to me how would you like things to be? So how would you like your ideal coaching session to be?
So, wow, I wish it was that easy because I would like a person who comes in, and one of the things I would like is commitment. Like they commit to it and actually come to the session and commit to the sessions. The other one is someone who um is just coaching themselves, right? Coaching themselves. They're coming up with the ideas,
Mm-hmm.
but most importantly is being accountable for the decisions that they make because I think that's
Okay.
really the hardest thing. Just I don't think I have a problem with whatever happens during the coaching session. It's the accountability part because that's something that I've experienced with just practicing with people, where we would be like, okay, I remember this mom, and of course I wasn't such a good coach, so I would tell her. Because she would tell me, I go to my son, he called me this weekend, and I'm so upset because I went there and this happened. And so I asked her, so why did you go? What is the major reason that had you going to your son's house knowing these things happen? And though so she's explaining to me, and then I'm like, so what would you do instead? And then she would think of some things, and then I would make some suggestions, and then she write them down. She's like, that's a good idea. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And like I'm like, okay, so is that something that you plan to do this week? And then she'd be, yeah, definitely the next time we meet, I'll be done with that. So of course I remember that because I wrote the note. Then we meet next week. She doesn't even remember that she wrote it down.
Yeah.
And so I guess she heard. She maybe not didn't took take action consciously, but when I spoke with her the last time I spoke with her, she had her face was changed. She was smiling. She was telling me, in fact, I went to see my son last weekend and he got me a ticket for a coach where they take a bus instead of driving because it's a 2-hour drive. So I went there. I enjoyed having time with my grandson and all that. So she was telling me how the environment has changed. And because I used to emphasize the importance of self-care where because your body speaks so much. Your body is saying so much. And so I had that emphasis. And she's like, yeah. So because she'll tell me how he's not talking, she's not talking. And I'm like, what kind of energy do you have in there? Oh, it was tense. And I'm like, yeah. When it's tense, how do you expect him to trust you to open up to you? So,
Yes.
so it's up to you to take care of yourself. Where now, when you go to his space, you don't have that negative energy. You just go free of all that. And so I would make suggestions, and I think she took that. And she was telling me now, the last time she went there, it was so nice. They enjoyed. They went out for lunch. They came back. He did most of the cooking. She used to go there and clean up and cook and everything. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I would like to see. I would like to see that change where they're actually taking action and I see the process. And then I've noticed that it's a slow process. So it
Okay.
might take me the 8 weeks without seeing much results. That's guaranteed. So I'm prepared not to see much, especially for people who have been in it for a long time, like 5, 4 years, 6 years.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I see. And
Mm.
how do you feel about those sessions that leave you with the idea that it's not exactly how you wanted things to be? What do you do about that?
I think I just have to just be present. So if I'm as long as I'm present and I'm asking the right questions, I
Mm.
think that is enough. Because as a coach, I believe there's so much we would want to see.
Okay.
I want to see maybe results faster. I want to see something. So I think it's about having the trusting in the process and
Mm-hmm.
just being present and asking the right questions. Because at the end of the session, it doesn't mean that I've fixed everything. It might not look that something has happened, but I believe when we're having accountability and all that, things will start shifting because things might not happen in that session, but they might happen at the end of it. So I'm not too
Mm-hmm.
worried about that because again, I was worried before I was trained by Ben, but if we are not so attached to the results, then the results will happen. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not attached to that result because again, the person has to do the work.
Okay. And then I would like to ask you about this phrase that you're using, not to be attached to the result.
Mm.
I would like to know if this could be applied to other areas of your life.
Um, yeah, yeah. When I lost my Facebook, I was really attached to the result, and I
Ah,
really was
okay,
frustrated.
yes.
But then, after 2 days, when I tried again and again, I was like, you know what? I don't know what else is out there. This is what I've been working for. But whatever it is, Lord, just show me what it is now because it is what it is. I was so attached to the fact this is where it has to happen. And I think it's learning that you have to let go. So I don't have many things right now that I feel in my life. I'm so attached to the results. Because even when it comes to the coaching, it's the same thing. What happens as long as I'm doing what I'm doing, the results will come. Um, so I believe this is something I can apply in my job because I want to resign my job. But
Do
I
you
had
have
put
a timeline for that?
my timeline was December 31st. So when I saw that on Facebook, I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's going to be 31st now. But
When did you say that is was going to be in December?
about a month ago when we were doing these things with Ben. So
So
it's
you did the ACC
yes,
the in August, you said.
yes,
So you enroll in August for the first time with Authentic Education.
right. Mm-hmm.
So in August, you said that you were gonna quit your job in December.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So we're in November now, so you're not gonna do it next month.
No,
But
because I'm just
have
starting.
you have you done something about that? For example, do you have the information that is required for you to quit the job? I mean, do you know how many weeks in advance you need to notify your boss, for example?
Yeah, I know it's 2 weeks in advance. And
Yes.
I can totally just walk out and say I'm not interested in the job. But yeah, 2 weeks is the decent time to give them. And right now it's not viable to go with
Okay.
December.
Why is not viable?
Because I have a lot of loan and I need
Yes.
to know
So
that that loan, yeah,
the
I need to
payment for
know,
your loan.
yeah, I need to know that I have income coming in that time now. It would be a
Okay.
miracle if November between now 17th to 15th, I'm able to make that kind of money a month. But
Yes.
realistically, I don't know. I don't think so.
So
I don't know.
then this is going to be my next question.
Mm,
If in August you said that you wanted to quit your job in December,
mhm.
is because you wanted to change your lifestyle. So you don't want to have that job anymore, and you want to have a new lifestyle. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why at that time you said, well, I'm going to quit my job in December. Now, being more realistic, you're saying that it's not doable because of the financial commitments that you have. So there's a loan that needs to be paid every month, and you cannot quit your job without having that financial stability. So my next question is there something in between? So, I mean, is it possible to have some kind of a transition between this job that you're having and the next step, which is the coaching business? For example, like a part-time job, or having a conversation with your boss with a less amount of hours, some kind of a transition. Do you think that could be possible?
I had thought about that, but because my job is mostly about training, unless I say I'll be going 1 week and skipping 1 week, I don't know if that would work. It's something that I
Ah,
can
because the
consider.
training program is already specific.
It's specific. I do every 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. And this thing that you just mentioned, to have alternative weeks, uh working and without working, financially, would that be enough for you to pay the loan?
It wouldn't because I have other bills. And of course, I have bills, I have rent, I have everything to pay, and car and insurance and all that stuff. So it might not be sustainable. It's because it's obviously half of what I'm earning. But again, the coaching program, if I'm doing that, it's because now I need more hours for my coaching.
That's what I'm asking, like if you could
Yeah.
find some kind of a
Yeah.
transition.
Mhm. I had thought about that when I was saying because I come in at 3. So I have set my coaching between 3 and 7 p.m. So that's how many
Yes,
hours? 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 4 hours, right? And I have
yes,
everything going on. I have to do errands. I have to do other coaching sessions. I have to do all these things. So it turns out to be only 2 hours. And so I want to see how is the calendar going with the ads.
yes.
Yeah. So are the people not having time to slot because I don't have time? Then maybe that's when I would consider that. Because if I have more clients, then I want to open them up. Like I could do that. Like every week I'm doing training. That's a good idea. I could just do the training. And then the next week where I'm supposed to be doing quality assurance, I don't have to do that. They can hire someone for that. And then yeah, and then I can it then fizzle out when if I fill those calendars, those days, that 1 week. Because I don't know, because again, I had planned to do my coaching sessions weekly, not bi-weekly. That's tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 8 weeks, so bi-weekly would be too little time. It needs to be weekly. So I need to
Well,
have
but
that.
perhaps yeah, you should think about that. Yeah. If you already know that you are not going to meet that timeline of quitting the job in December,
Mhm.
at least do something in December. If you're
Okay.
staying, I mean, keep the timeline. I mean,
Hmm.
keep the something's gonna happen in December. You don't know what that is. You
Hmm.
know that you're gonna work because you need to make this payment, but then set up something for the timeline. Something's gonna happen in December. So what's the change? What's the
Mm.
transition? But
Mm.
you are not going to have the same future in December. So December is not going to be the same as August because you already
Mm.
said. So you
Hmm.
have to be accountable. You already told
Mm.
yourself that you were going to do something in December.
Hmm.
So the thing is that at this stage, you don't
Hmm.
really know what's going to change, but something
Hmm.
needs to change.
Mm. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's a good thought. That's something good to think about. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes,
Something has to
yes.
happen in December, right?
Exactly, something. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing that you told me, with compassion. So be compassionate to
Mm-hmm.
yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
do something.
Wonderful. Well, we have 1 minute according to Browning. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. This was amazing. I know we started very casual, but we got into the root
Yes,
of
yes,
it. I
yes.
really appreciate it. Thank you so
Yes.
much. I hope to see you
Thank
around
you,
and then we can do a
Dorcas.
session.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Thank you, thank you. I've got your mobile phone.
Yes, me too. So we'll catch up on WhatsApp.
Yes, yes. I mean, we definitely should do reciprocate coaching.
Yes, we should. Yeah, I need those hours too and practice. So
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Did
hmm
you download the coaching log?
Yes, I did. I have it. I got
Okay.
it. I got it, and then I realized I actually have the other one there at the same
With
place I
two
saved it.
hours. Yeah, that's
It's
good.
2 hours. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Ah,
See
well,
you.
she's got.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Need to hit stop record.